President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said on Monday that the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has agreed during its recent meeting on Egypt's financial procedures, which according to the head of state is a good indicator that the country is moving on the right track. The president's remarks came during his annual Ramadan iftar, which was held by the armed forces. The details.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Monday attended the annual Ramadan iftar, which was held by the armed forces. The event coincides with the 10th of Ramadan victory's anniversary and the Martyrs' Day. In his speech before the attendees, President al-Sisi congratulated the armed forces on the Martyrs' Day and the 10th of Ramadan occasions. President al-Sisi said that Egypt bears $800 million of losses of the Suez Canal revenues monthly due to the current challenges. However, the head of state added that Egypt's economy witnessed several positive indications. Wrapping up his speech, the president praised the role played by the armed forces in preserving security and stability nationwide. The head of state further reiterated that more efforts should be exerted to overcome the hardships and the economic challenges facing the country. The president also stressed the significance of the media role in raising awareness and boosting the manners among the young generations. The iftar banquet was also attended by a number of state figures, including Parliament Speaker Hanafi Al-Gibeli, Senate Speaker Abdul Wahab Abdul Raziq, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Minister of Defense Abdul Majid Saqr, Chief of Staff Ahmed Khalifa, Grand Imam of Al-Azhar Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayyib, Pope of Alexandria Theodoros II, as well as the army commanders and the cadets of the military academies.
Foreign Minister Badr Abdul Ati stressed that the success of the reconstruction plan of the Gaza Strip filed by Egypt in coordination with the Palestinian government needs cementing ceasefire deal and empowering the Palestinian Authority to return to the Strip to carry out its responsibilities. This came in a meeting held by Abdul Ati on the rehabilitation of the health sector in Gaza Strip, with the attendance of Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Health Khalid Abdel Ghaffar, and over 100 foreign ambassadors and representatives of international organizations. Abdul Ati pointed that Egypt and Jordan started training elements of Palestinian police ahead of spreading them in the Strip, referring to Egypt's endeavors to host an international conference on Gaza reconstruction.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said that the state is continuing in the offering of housing units as part of the presidential initiatives, a house for the Egyptians according to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's directives. He also pointed out the directives to offer 400,000 housing units after Eid al-Fitr vacation for those of low and medium incomes. These remarks came during a meeting the Prime Minister held to follow up on the funding and the implementation of the presidential initiatives, besides implementing the utilities and the operating service buildings. Egypt's stock market indices collectively rose in the trading session after selective purchasing operations by the local and the foreign investors reached high rates. So the benchmark EGX 30 index gained 0.38% to close above 31,458.59 points. The EGX 70 index for the small and medium businesses added 0.59% at the closure. Meanwhile, the broader EGX 100 index also went up by 0.23%. The market capital of the listed companies lost about £1 billion to close at £2,246 billion amid deals and transactions of about £1.7 billion.